Hi, and welcome back to Jazz Pure Tarot and Spiritual Channel. We're doing Pisces reading today, and we are going to do the moon, sun, and rising as well. So bear with me at the end. At the end. So yeah. So with that being said, I I'm just lighting my incense and stuff that way, so bear with me 1 second. And while I'm doing that, I would say um um to think about the questions that you want answered while I'm lighting and lighting my incense and lighting my sage as well. So it's gonna be a moment of silence. So bear with me. Alright, so alright, basic. Okay, so yes, thank you. I appreciate that. So we're going to do the relationship five spread, and we're going to I'm going to do the sun, moon, and rising, and of course clear any. We're going to start off with the angel cards first. See if the angels have any messages that they want the universe want to give to you. And then we're going to go ahead and do the cards, and then the five reading tarot reading. I'm sorry, the romance reading. And then once we do the romance reading, we're going to head and, if needed, do the a archangel prayer tarot card as well. We just pick one and he gives you his advice and also what prayers should you say to him. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do right now today. To see where the relationship's at, where's it going, you know, what's um what's going on. Uh, mm, all right, so we're going to start with the angel cards set first. So bear with me. Check these out over here. This is what I'm going to be shuffling the angels cards. See if there's any messages they want to imply to you. But before we do that, I have to do my callings as I usually do it. My ritual. So if you want, you can join me. Not, you can just um think about your questions that you have while I'm doing this. So basically, I would just like to say, Archangel Michael, please summon us, guard us, God protect us against any and all negative energies or entities, seen or unseen, known or unknown. I ask that all my angels assist Archangel Michael to guard us and protect us from all ways, up, down, side by side, under us, above us, all around us, of any negative or entities that is not in my best interest but only in the good. positive energy that flows out of light. I ask all of my angels to guard me and protect my clients and viewers from any unwanted energies or identities, any known or unknown energies. Angels, please come forward and be part of Pisces reading today and help me import to create this sacred space. Also, allow me to get out of the way for the information you import through me to flow freely for the best and highest good to my viewers and clients. All right, now let's get the show on the road. So, angels, is there any messages that you would like to give to Pisces? Anything that they should know? Any advice that you want to give to them? Like I said, Pisces, you can relax, get something to drink, get some tea, sit back and relax, and just hear your reading. And also, I want to say that this reading might not resonate with everybody, and whatever makes sense to you, take it and go, and whatever doesn't, just leave it. And if you if you need a further reading, then um, my website would be down below with my Facebook and my blog, and yeah, that, and also my email. And if you want a personal reading without no, you know, you want to go on Zoom, that's how I do my readings on Zoom for now. And if you want to pay Cash App, that's great. I take donations, so yes. And it has to be at least $10 and up. So yeah. And I appreciate that too as well. It keeps me getting my your donations helps me run my websites, keeps me flowing and getting all the materials that I need. And also, I say for all subscribers that subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit the notification, the bell, so that you can get all my videos as soon as I put them up, or I'm live, either or. And it is I give an incentive out just for being a subscriber to my channel and helping me along the way to get up to 1,000 subscribers. Um, I do give a free reading, full reading, and on Zoom to every subscriber. You can email me and set a date, and we can, talk from there. Also, if you don't want a reading, that's great because I also make homemade scented candles. I can make one and send it to you free. And for ladies, I have other things too as well too. So yeah, and that way I do give away masks, the N95. So it's tell me what you want, and also I'm going to put it in the description. And also, if it's not in the description, please give me some time to put it in the description because I am doing a lot of editing as well. Okay, and I do get calls in between too. So my email is JezzPureTarot, the number 2 at gmail.com. Okay. All right. With that being said, so let's go ahead and continue with I need some drink. I always have some kind of tea here. And today I'm having aniseed tea. Aniseed tea. Aniseed. It's good. So angels, is there any messages that Pisces needs to know? Or is there any advice that you want to give to Pisces? Is there any messages that you want to give to Pisces angels? Is there any messages? Ooh. I'll do it again. Because I had used these cards and I don't think I really, but that one came jumping now and let's try it again. I've been doing like kind of different signs today, and sometimes, you see the card like 2 or 3 times, and maybe you'll be like, oh no, but no, that was in another reading. So yeah, I just like to shift my cards really. Okay, angels, is there any messages that you would like to import through me, or would you like to have any messages for Pisces and what Pisces should know? Is there anything that Pisces should know, or is there any advice that you should want to give them? Spirit. Is there any advice that Pisces should know, or that is Pisces advice? Any advice you want to give Pisces? Sometimes the cards get all bucked up. Spirit, is there any messages that you want to give to Pisces? Is there any messages you want to give to Pisces? Is there any messages you want to give to Pisces, angels, universe, spirit? Is there any messages that you want to give to Pisces? Is there any messages you want to give to Pisces, spirit? Is there any messages you want to give to Pisces? Any advice or anything they should know? Okay. I don't think there's any messages here. But there's always a first card on top, so we'll see. Usually they come out quick, but I don't know. Maybe there is none. Is there any messages you want to give to Pisces? Is there any messages you want to give to Pisces spirit? Is there any messages you want to give to Pisces? Is there any messages you want to give to Pisces? Is there anything that Pisces should know? Is there anything that Pisces should know, spirit? Is there anything that Pisces should know? Steady progress. That's why it took long in this side. Steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. Wow. So this is the messages from the angels. I like doing it like this because you can see the card better, and it's just like instead of all the way down there, All right, let's just put this one back here. And I love all the colors in the card. I really do. So steady progress. They're hearing you, they acknowledge you, acknowledging you, and they're saying, hey, we seeing what you're doing, and we're listening, we're seeing, and it's good. It's good. They're just giving you a response for your prayers that you've been praying to them and you don't know if they're hearing you or not. And these are signs stating that, hey, we hear you. We see what you're doing. And sometimes this card can, you see the angels with the light, and it's a nice card. Like it reminds me of kind of back in the days of being ancient as well. So yeah, and you sometimes can come out harshly and compare yourself to others and feel that you should be further ahead in your path right now, but you're making progress of where you at. Like, look how far you come, and look how many lessons you've learned, and how many people you helped, and you're also focusing on your progress, and you take every day as at least one small action at a time. This card symbolizes you're on the right path, even if you feel like you're moving slow, and you need to more appreciate yourself more and praise the light instead of the darkness. Like, stop being depressed. Like, you can do things to make you feel good about yourself. And I know it's not always about lighting a candle and this and that, but sometimes it is. And when you light that candle, it's spirit, it's God, it's representing God, you know. And when you light the candle and you say your prayers and really mean it, he'll hear you. Just like this card here, he can hear you. He's acknowledging that. So yeah, be mindful of that. So we're going to put it here. Steady progress. And back to the cards. So, what's going on in Pisces relationship? Single, in a relationship or not? If they're going to meet the one or not? What's going to happen? What's going on in the relationship? I'm having kind of fun with this reading, love reading, guys. And I just want to say one thing, that, and it's not, yourselves, and when you're bored and stuff that way, you might want to, if you're in a relationship, you might want to spice it up in the bedroom before stepping out of the bedroom. Yeah, and into somebody else's bedroom. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's better to do it with your partner instead of wandering off and making a boo-boo that you can't put a bandage on. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And with that being said, oh Lord. And that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and let me just light this other sandalwood incense. The other one is gone. I know my readings are kind of long, but won't you want them be too long instead of short, and really don't know what's going on, or just know a little bit of what's going on, right? That's what I say. So here we go. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So Pisces, what's going on with Pisces and a relationship, or they're single? and what they need to know. What is their role in their relationship, or and what is their partner's role in the relationship? What is their past foundation, present foundation, and what is the present status, and what lies for them in the future? What kind of feelings they have for each other? How did they come together, or how are they going to come together? And what is each role in the relationship? What is the current status of their relationship, if they're single? What is their partners, or is they going to meet somebody in that aspect? So spirit, well, so spirit, universe gave a message. Fourth of Earth, which Earth, it represents the Pentacles. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions given to those less fortunate. So that brings the Four of Pentacles, the message of the universe. And Four of Pentacles is associated with Earth, your money, your health, and uh security. And it's tied to the earth. Also, in the aspect of this card, it's generating both negative and positive perception. On one hand, the card signifies that you successfully managed to accomplish your goals, and you have managed to attain a, a significant material wealth in the process. And on the other hand, there's a significant chance that you will start valuing things only for their material worth. You worked hard to get to the point where you are at now, and you're absolutely natural for your desire to make sure that you remain stable. But this also has a chance to turn into something possessively, or a greedy person who wants to ensure that no one is capable of taking away your own wealth. This is what I'm getting. Um, Basically, like, you don't want to be too over possessive, because this can lead to being greedy. And you want to assure yourself that nobody's capable of taking your finances, wealth, like that. This is the meaning of the card how it was drawn. Not how it was drawn. It's a message from the universe. Now it also shows that at the moment you have solid investments and you're financially stable because a newfound wealth. That means something new came in, added to your wealth. You're being like conservative about your money, and you're not like gambling with it. Like, when it comes to any like anything, you protective and managing your financial, and you're fine. You're fine. But be aware that um, if you spend too much time attempting to conserve, you may become a prisoner of your own material possession, of your own wealth. You know, money is a kind of energy that we all create what we express. And in the love aspect of this card, Well, we're not going to get into that because this is the message from the universe. I always got to remind myself that because I'll just go in it. Okay. And things are just coming, but no. Okay. Now, steady progress. You're doing fine, And this is the message from the angels, message from the universe. Being too feverish or too cautious with money, good business decision given to those less fortunate. What you do? Don't be so over possessive about your wealth or your money because you could become a greedy person, but giving to those less fortunate, you know. That's what it says. So I'm just importing the messages. Don't get mad at me. So the messages from the earth and the angels goes here. Okay? Now, and put these cards back over here because I need all this room for these cards. Okay, this isn't say there. That's it. Okay. And here we go. Also, I want to let you guys know that like when you so when there's a card drew. I'm sorry, which one is it? This one. Okay, this is not it. So when you draw a major arcana, those type of cards they have a number on them, and that symbolizes the heightened level of your spirituality when you get a major arcana. But I'll let you know if you do. It measures your energy and all that. So, if you don't know your moon, sun, and rising, it's fine because I'm doing your horoscope at the end. And it's no card, no nothing. It's just after I finish reading your cards and doing that and clearing them and doing all that, then I don't know. It's just a summarizing of your sun, moon, and rising for the year. Like, what you're going to be going on through this year, what's going to be, what obstacles you're going to be facing, some things like that as well. And the sun, moon, and rising is a once a year thing, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. It could be, okay. It could be every month, every day for a horoscope. Yeah. So I just got to look into it more a little bit. This is something kind of new that, universe gave to me. My gifts. All right, so let's go ahead. Enough shuffling. Now we're going to go ahead with card number 1. And every card, I'm going to tell you what I mean as well. So bear with me 1 second. God, like 1,000 lighters and I want to light this blue candle here. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so they like going all right, here we go. So card number 1 is going to represent your role. Card number 2. We just push all this forward and backwards. Okay, card number 1, that's your role. in the relationship. Card number two is your partner's role. Card number three, which is above, I would say above, it's the past foundation. Like, what was the foundation of your relationship? How did you come together? What initially united you? Card number four represents your status of the relationship, of the current state of the relationship. Uh, what are you currently in place? What is the status right now? And the looming future. Which do I say about the looming future? Card number five. It's about like where's your relationship going? What kind of feelings you got towards each other, and what can you expect from this relationship? Goes number five in the middle. So you got one, two, three, four, five. Okay. I don't know where's my pointer. Oh, my pointer is right there. Thank you. Bear with me. Okay, so yes. So the first card that we're going to draw, and don't mind me, I'm going to put this so that we can see what the card is about. Is your this card number one is your role in the relationship? Cups, Page of Cups, and it signifies a new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, heightened psychic abilities. Could be either one of three, and it's associated with water. The Page of Cups. Um, a cup signifies, I'm sorry, emotions about how you feel in your relationship, and how overall you feel about just you or just anything in that aspect. And the page of wands, no, cups. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep getting um wands in my head. I think it's considered, but maybe not, like happy and some kind of sensitivity, naive, head in the clouds. I could see the clouds, there's the clouds in there, in the water above, like, yeah, and she's saying just yeah, and like your head's up in the clouds, dreaming, like an inner child thing. So this represents your own relationship, and one of the meaning really is that you should be open to new ideas, especially ones that is intuitive inspiration, like in your gut. And the card is like something you may feel that you're not expecting. It can lead to many open doors as well. You if you get into music or art, there's a special strong push for this, to this card saying to go for it. Also, when you are being faced with difficult situations and You stop chasing your dream because you have some a different perspective. You can make your dreams come true if you listen to your gut, to your intuition. And in the love aspect of this card is that someone who is intuitive and creative and emotional can often feel like they're like they can be like innocent and naive. Regardless of their age, it doesn't matter what age they are. The point is that this person in your life right now could be have like God's surprises in store for you. And if you're already in a relationship, you may be looking um, like a new appreciation towards your relationship, and you may be looking at it with fresh eyes, a sense of wonder, like oh, and then a newfound appreciated for the parts of your partner that you haven't seen before, that maybe you're now seeing. And if you're single, you want to love, and you could be like a fascination with a childlike person. Yeah, that's it. And everything about romance and potential partners can be delightful, good to you. And so it represents persistence as the only way that you can make your dreams come true. Seeing persistent is the only way that you can make your dreams come true. Intuitive, listen to your gut. Intuitive. That's the role that you play in the relationship. Now, your partner's role, five of air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motive. So, swords. Swords always going to give you a straight cut through. Or what is it? Swords. Five of air because it's communication, how we think, and it's the state of mind of where we at. And not only that, uh, it's the way you think, the way you communicate, what's on your mind, in those aspects. Swords, it's always going to be upfront. And when I'm getting out this card, ambition, win at all costs, some sneakiness going on, some shisty stuff. uh, and this card symbolizes that engages in conflict. Yeah, and you can see everybody's in conflict, in each other's face, and yeah, look. So the unicorns are in each other's face. They're like it's like a type of conflict going on, or it could be a disagreement with others. There's tension and hostile there, and and it I you know, I don't even know how to, like, I'm just gonna say it, how I hear it. Despite what you think that you won, you still didn't win because um in the big picture you might lose, and because you annoyed or hurt people that you argue with, as a result you're overall isolating yourself for some reason. And at the moment, you believe that it was more important for you to be right rather than you being appreciative and understand where the other person or was coming from. And and obviously, you have this chance now to still make up while the argument is still fresh. And you may feel that everyone and everything is against you, and you might also lose some friends along the way. And also you just need to make an adult decision about your point of view and what's more important to you. And and also, this might you might have to stand up for yourself within a conflict that's going to be you already had, or is it coming? I don't know. So the question that you have to ask yourself is that what's more important to you, mutual progress or just winning? And this card, represents ambition too. And the card is more considerate of the surrounding of ourselves with letting your ego go sometimes. And in the love aspect of this card, unexpected change and uneasy energy can be signaled by the Five of Swords. And this is your partner's um, role in the relationship. There can be an anxious of demanding feeling and make it easy arguments and fights. And you may feel irritable, and conflicts could be easy started. And if you should find yourself in these situations, you should carefully like make sure that you're not arguing because just for the sake of being right, because your ego is pushing you, and then you don't see what's the real reason, or what's the clarity of the situation. And sometimes this can create a passion with, like, your ego can push you to the point that you don't care about the reason. You care about being right, and that's it. You don't care about the reasons. So that's what I see there with this card. And three, the foundation. So we got three above. Okay, so that's five. Three above, the foundation. hmm Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self discovery. So that's why this card said here that that's why you was like spending time more to yourself in your cocoon, more like. And number nine, that's in your spiritual realm, in your higher self. And it's a major arcana. And like I say, okay, so when you get a major arcana, it's a lesson that you have to learn in order to move on. Okay. And like I always say, that these cards tell the story of humanity's spiritual evolution into your enlightenment and being in your individuality. You're individual. Yeah. The hermit is basically like needing time for yourself, like shining away from everybody and thinking about the truth, inner guidance, and self reflecting on yourself. And in the love aspect of this card, the present status, it's what your current status is in right now in your relationship. Now, this card is like a mystery card. It could be a teacher. It requires, all of us, it requires all of us to really know ourselves, our needs, our insecurities, our fears. And we may need some time, sometimes alone, in order to see ourselves before forming a strong relationship with another person. And you may feel a little lonely, but it will place you in the right path of finding love and that you're really meant to have, just not anybody, just, and if you are already in a relationship, it's a soul searching. It's something that the two of you may want to do together. Both of you want to think about what you expect of a relationship and what make you happier. And if you talk about it, yeah, you're gonna feel uncomfortable, but it's gonna be your foundation. It's gonna be strong, and you're tackling things that in the future you don't. It's gonna be stronger. So by you two sitting down, asking each other's questions, that feels not good, or you know, it's just gonna give you a stronger foundation in your relationship in the future. Yeah, and then not last but not least, number four is not last. Present status of the relationship right now. The awakening, Archangel Gabriel. And we're going to read what it says. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill is important to be yourself. hmm What they were just talking about here in the Hermit. Look at things from a different perspective. You know, sometimes you gotta look at something from the others, from not yourself, but from just the other side. Like if you was out of the book, like like uh like the hermit, like everything was at a standstill. Just stop for a second and contemplate and think, and then it'll come. Truth, clarity, and that's why it's called the awakening. You know, and not only that, I'm like, oh, it's just sometimes in life you have to really like sit and think because there's a lot of things that come that we don't have time to think. We don't have time to. We doing so much that time to think and sit down and do this and do that. We don't have, but you will want to make time Why? Because you don't want to just settle for less, and to step out of your normal schedule, and reflect on everything, you know, and expect life changes and have patience. So it's asking to have it's a good moment to be generous with your time, attention, and gifts. This might be like tedious to you, but in the eyes of the universe, it can come to you so many ways, so many ways. So you might want to take time to review your plans according to this card. It looks like new perspective, possible that a different approach could come from work, like a better work situation. And also it may feel like you have to come to a standstill, like the card says. And you may you may have to make use of your extra time and to rethink your strategies. Yeah. And number 5, luminous future. What lays ahead? Archangel Hano, the high priestess. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. No, this was insane the whole time, the whole card, the whole thing. Yeah, that's why I thought I was bugging, but I'm not. I'm like, yeah, because sometimes I feel like I'm repeating myself, and it's not that I'm repeating myself; it's that that's how it's coming, and your whole card spread is about your intuition, listening to your intuition, your unconsciousness, your high power, your inner voice. Yeah, you gotta listen to your inner voice. Don't ignore it. It is time for you to listen to your intuition rather than saying, yeah, right, yeah, right, yeah, right, and listening to your conscious mind. Yeah, no. Um, this is the overall card that I'm seeing. And I'll tell you in the love what it means in the love aspect of this card. Uh, when this card you get a reading, is basically a message that they're trying to tell you, and the message is this right here that they already told you. Being too ferocious or too cautious with money, got good business decision given to those less fortunate. Okay, may I say more? No. And also, it's like researching within yourself to seek answers to questions that you have within yourself or without. And in the love aspect of this card is like patient in love, intimacy, inner passion, and sometimes in one's emotional state, like you know what they say, the calm before the wave, right? So a calm surface can hide intense emotions, and it can turn out not like rage and passions. And this is what I was getting at before. Trust your intuition. Be honest with others and yourself, and let what is hidden come to the surface. And if you're in a relationship, intimacy is increasing and openness, and you're honest in making you're in this relationship, and it's a strong relationship. Also it can signify unconscious changing in one's emotional state, like calm before the wave, and then it turns into a rage and passion of some kind. We're gonna find out. So yeah, and then with your sun, moon, and rising today of your horoscope, I'm getting. I need something to drink. Sorry, I'm getting that. Uh it's time to accept changes and possibility beyond your control or your recognition. Like you either you're rejecting or ignoring this, and it's pointless because it doesn't help you. Sometimes you have to shift from a state where you may have grown and get used to evolve and not intend to sound like a hippie and a transformation and regeneration, like to understand and accept how, where, and why things occur and why have they occur. And in the love aspect of, bear with me a second. Uh yeah, it just yeah, you need to learn how to learn your gut, be patient, and just know. So guys, thank you once again. Please subscribe, share, and comment, and also tap the bell for all notifications. All subscribers will get a free gift for subscribing to my channel. You have to tap the notification, and I'll know it. And you can email me. I'm gonna leave all that in the description. And it's JEZPURETAROT, the number 2 at gmail.com with any questions, concerns. Thank you so much. And just keep in mind that whatever you give, come back to you three, four, five folds, and the universe, will look out. And not only that, just trust your instincts, trust your intuition. Because if you don't trust your intuition, it's gonna backfire. Thank you. Have a blessed day.